Alexa Bliss has accomplished a lot in the women's world of WWE. She's enjoyed a pretty successful career and has won the SmackDown Women's Championship twice and the Raw title thrice. In this video, we talk about demonic dolls and Disney dreams while exploring the surprising but serious new ambitions that the WWE star has in mind for her future. Possibly away from the ring, let's talk about the WWE superstar who loves Disney. Since her debut in WWE, Alexa Bliss, the 30-year-old wrestler, has proven herself to be a formidable opponent in the ring. She's part of a club of a small handful of women to have had the honor of holding the Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's Championship, and the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Bliss is also a former Money in the Bank winner, and while she's accomplished a lot more than her peers in WWE, it seems that the Raw superstar now has different plans for herself. After a recent social media revelation, Bliss is all set to unlock new goals and dreams with a potential career in voice acting. Didn't see that one coming, did you? She took to her Twitter account to claim that becoming the voice of an animated character would be so much fun. Future goal. Bliss has also been toying with the idea of acting for a while now and has often spoke about trying her luck with acting at some point in her life, maybe later in her career. It's interesting to note that Bliss is a huge Disney fan, high five to that, and even wrote that she believes in Disney magic in her Twitter bio. So cute. Bliss often uploads pictures of herself wearing a variety of Disney merchandise captioned with lyrics that resonate with her from popular Disney movie songs. Her most recent Disney-inspired photo featured the young champion wearing the most adorable sparkly Minnie Mouse ears with a t-shirt that had the Powerline character on it from a Goofy movie. With such enthusiasm for all things Disney, we think this is the perfect next step for Alexa Bliss. Want to know about the rapping wrestler? Speaking of enthusiasm, a recent video of Bliss has also resurfaced where we find out that the WWE superstar has major talent beyond the wrestling ring too. The former Raw champion revealed that she raps the same Eminem song at least 5 times per week and posted it as a fun fact and alluded that there will be more to the story. Which Eminem song, you might ask? It's the hit tune Kill Shot. The WWE performer was recorded doing what seems to be a karaoke session, which she's enjoying to the max. Well, social media came through as it always does, and a fun account actually dug up the video, which Bliss retweeted on her account. Somewhere on the internet is video and audio proof that a title-winning pro wrestler loves rapping to Eminem and is actually good at it. The video has garnered over 90,000 views, and the likes and retweets have been a dime a dozen. We all knew about her prowess in the ring, but these talents outside of the ring are just as fun to discover. In fact, Bliss took her Eminem fever up several notches by performing the OG rapper's classic hit Lose Yourself live on stage, while gate-crashing husband Cabrera's set at the Powell Festival in Ohio. Cabrera played the role of the good, dutiful husband and added a familiar bass line as Bliss spit some impressive bars, word to word, and proved that her rapping credentials ain't no joke. She even added a bit of freestyle and seemed to be having a really good time. We guess Bliss thought you better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You get the drift. Moving on to un-Disney-like dolls. There's no doubt that the young superstar knows how to perform for an audience. During her stint at WWE, she portrayed a number of different characters, with the most recent one being an eerie supernatural being who plays mind games with her opponents and loves it. Quite the turn from the fun Disney-loving girl we were just talking about, right? This dark, twisted era of hers began when she formed an alliance with fellow wrestler Brian Wyatt, or better known as The Fiend. Are you connecting the dots now? As part of her character, she started carrying an incredibly creepy-looking doll named Lily, a doll that Bliss would take with her to the ring, whom she talked to and claimed was her friend and muse for all of her ring shenanigans. Shortly after, Wyatt was unexpectedly released from WWE, but Bliss kept bringing the doll to the ring and continued with her supernatural goddess persona. In fact, Bliss wanted to make the doll even darker and take it up several levels. She asked special effects artist Jason Baker, who originally designed the creepy doll, Jason, we gotta talk, to prepare a sketch to create a different version of Lily, the legitimately terrifying doll, which the WWE star thinks would have been super cool. However, things took a different turn for her creativity as unexpected circumstances arose. What happened to Lily the terrifying doll? The creepy doll ultimately met her demise at the hands of wrestler Charlotte Flair in September of 2021 during an Extreme Rules match. When Flair defeated Bliss, she immediately took the doll and ripped her to pieces. It seemed that Bliss was more upset at the sight of her ripped to pieces doll than she was about losing a title match. Yikes! This whole story is giving us the jeepers. Bliss apparently also underwent on-screen therapy to recover from the trauma and grief of losing Lily. Yes, we're still talking about an inanimate demon-like doll. Bliss hasn't entirely given up on the doll though. She claims that there may be some version of Lily that makes a comeback one day. No offense, Alexa, but we sincerely hope she doesn't. Up next, taking therapy for losing Lily. The loss of Lily prompted an 8-month-long hiatus for Bliss, and she decided to step away from wrestling for a bit and also undergo surgery for her sinus. Her on-screen therapy and genuine need for the necessary surgery tied in all the neat and nice with the WWE's plans to reinvent her character and drop the Lily sidekick gimmick. The doll is dead, so we guess that's a good call, guys. The on-screen therapy, though, was a bunch of backstage segments where the WWE wrestler underwent therapy sessions, which were taped and broadcasted. Bliss spoke extensively about about those sessions and the creative process that went behind them. She claims that they were so much fun. Well, was it because the therapy was completely scripted and because you love acting and performing? Real therapy isn't quite all that fun, Lexi. While speaking about how fun the therapy segments were for her and how she had some level of creative control over what was being shared in her storyline, it was the former WWE chairman Vince McMahon who actually sat down and wrote those sessions and made the whole thing come alive. With a penchant for making money out of anything, it's no wonder the man has a net worth of a whopping $2.4 billion. As for that sinus surgery, she revealed during an interview that she needed to get her nose handled because it just collapsed. Ouch! After the 6 times it got broken. The multiple broken noses have of course been the result of being constantly in the ring. We guess you don't win championships without breaking a nose or 2, or 6. Surprise, there was a wedding. Bliss returned to her wrestling career in May, but just before her arrival, she decided to get married to musical artist Ryan Cabrera in a quite non-traditional rockstar themed wedding. The two got engaged back in November of 2020 and decided to tie the knot this year. The WWE goddess and singer Cabrera got married in front of close friends and family in an intimate ceremony at the Kempa Villa in Palm Desert, in sunny California. Bliss wrote on Twitter that she had an amazing wedding and that her now husband surprised her with musical performances from several acts like Bowling for Soup, In Sync, We're Dying, DJ White Shadow, and many others. She shared a number of wedding pictures on her Instagram account, and we can't help but smile at her radiance and absolute happiness. Belated congrats to the happy couple. With all that talent in performing, acting, singing, rapping, and dressing up, it's no wonder that the young star chose wrestling as her bread and butter. Bliss was born to perform, and we think becoming the voice of an animated character for the next big Disney flick is the perfect step up for someone who loves Disney as much as she does. Who knows, maybe in a year or two we might even see a Disney movie based on Alexa Bliss, the title-winning pro wrestler who wasn't afraid to chase after all her dreams. That's a wrap for this video. Do you have any thoughts about Alexa Bliss's next possible career choice? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.